Messenger of the gods. Hermes is the ancient Greek god of trade and wealth, the son of Zeus and Maya, the daughter of the Titan Atlanta. Among the Romans, Mercury, after which the planet of the same name is named. Patron of heralds and ambassadors. Messenger of the gods and guide of the souls of the dead, hence the nickname Psychopomp, guide of souls, to the underworld of Hades. The most famous myths about Hermes include the theft of cows from Apollo, committed by the young god in infancy, as well as the lulling and killing of Argus, who had many eyes, and never completely fell asleep. The oldest form of worship of Hermes was the worship of him in the form of a simple heap of stones. A pillar was strengthened in such a heap, and later the head of a god was also attached to the pillar. Then herms were obtained, which at the same time initially served as wayposts, and were supplied with wise sayings. The attributes of Hermes include pilos, a cone-shaped hat. Homer depicted Hermes wearing winged sandals, and later he received wings not only on sandals, but also on a hat, on a staff and behind his shoulders. As a child, the boy half man, half god showed himself to be a big bully. He did not disdain theft and funny pranks. Hermes is the first character of the Greek Olympus, whose childhood was widely mentioned in myths. In contrast, Aphrodite and Athena were born as adult women, Apollo and Artemis matured at lightning speed, and nothing is known about the youthful years of Ares and Hephaestus. A detailed description of childhood years in myths was found only by Zeus and Dionysus. The origin of the name is dictated by the word germ, which means a burial place under a pile of stones. Such marks were left on roads and borders. Hermes' nickname was the gatekeeper. God is favorable to travelers, in his power is the opening of any locks. The biography of Hermes is accompanied by striking achievements. Myths say that this character handed over the golden fleeced ram to Nephele, and handed the lyre to Amphion, with which he erected the walls of Thebes. From the hands of Hermes, Perseus receives a sword to fight with the Gorgon Medusa and sandals that allow him to fly. Hermes patronizes travelers, so he gives Odysseus a magical herb, so that he avoids the witchcraft of Circe. Image and character. Characteristics of the character is simple and clear. God appears in human form. In accordance with the development of society, he was entrusted with various duties. Initially, he was the patron saint of shepherds, they turned to him for offspring. With the development of trade relations, God began to favor travelers and businessmen. He turned out to be favorable to travelers passing along the roads on earth and in the underworld. Thanks to these functions, Hermes gained power over the mystical principle. Attributes accompanying the activities of the mythological character are winged sandals for fast movement and a golden scepter presented as a gift by Apollo. By means of a golden rod, Hermes brings people into a state of sleep and broadcasts the divine will to mortals. In the images, God often appears in a petas, a wide-brimmed hat. Hermes appears in a positive way. The divine career of the son of Zeus and Maya began very ambiguously, but over time the image of the character is ennobled. He is entrusted with important functionality, which ceases to be associated with the fraud that initially attracted Hermes. The inhabitant of Olympus helps people in many endeavors. It is noteworthy that Hermes is described as a notorious merry fellow and joker. He loved practical jokes and, for fun, stole the scepter of Zeus, the weapon of Apollo, and the trident belonging to Poseidon. The natural ability of the god of the winds to penetrate into any space and dimension often led Hermes to Hades. Myths also tell that it was Hermes who was tasked with freeing Persephone from the kingdom of shadows after she was captured by Hades.